Oversaturated, oversaturated, oversaturated.
The podcast.
Oversaturated, oversaturated,
Overset podcast. Welcome to the first episode of 2020 of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode 68.
68. Follow me on this.
I'm listening.
April 4th, 1968. Martin Luther King got assassinated. We're recording on his birthday.
Hey. No, you did. You killed that shit.
That was
you
a
did
stretch.
that. No, you did that.
Stretch.
You did that. No,
Okay.
you did that.
All right.
Yeah, man. Welcome to 2020, first episode. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the Podcast. Instagram is Oversat Podcast. I'm sorry, Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast, and our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com, and our website oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about Oversaturated is located there.
Yes, sir. And if you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Rap on Instagram and Twitter.
Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Twitter, I'm JON 2 underscores and the letter B.
Yes.
Ralph, my guy.
I know, man.
Happy New Year.
I know, but we come to you a little bit late with the Happy New Year wishes, but Happy New Year to you, Johnny. Happy to you, the listeners.
Yes, we are here. So happy to be here in this new year, this new decade. Man.
Yeah. We took an extended break, just not by design per se, but just it just kind of happened.
Just happened.
Yeah.
We had to get our mind right. We had to recollect ourselves.
Pretty much.
We here, man. We ready to give y'all some dope pods for this year.
Dope pods and stuff too. We got a lot in line, a lot that's set up, a lot that's in lieu. But it should be a great year for Oversaturated, just coming off the success of 2019.
Facts. And I guess we got to say it to start off.
Yeah, talk about
Our
it.
year started off great.
Yes.
We are here in St. Louis. We are nominated for a Slumfest Award, Best Podcast in St. Louis. Air horns. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, we want to thank anybody that nominated us for this, because we saw when the nominations were open.
Yeah.
And we were going to, promote ourselves for people to nominate, but I don't know what happened. It just didn't happen.
It just happened.
And the nominees came out, and there we were.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, did I read this right? I sent it to Ralph. I was like, fam, we nominated.
Yeah, like straight up. And that's what's up, because like I don't know if we started out for accolades or anything like that. This is just something that we sat down as friends, decided to do.
Right.
And, it's starting to gain real traction, especially when, people of the local ilk or, recognizing the great works that we're doing. So just to be nominated, we're extremely humbled and grateful for that. Just Oversaturated to be mentioned in the best.
Facts.
But we need that award, though.
Oh,
we
listen,
bringing that home.
Listen.
That's going to be our centerpiece next time.
Listen, we get that award. That shit is going to sit on this table from now on.
Yeah.
That's real.
Pretty much.
So the awards, the Slumfest Awards, are on Saturday, February 1st from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. at the Atomic Cowboy here in St. Louis, 4140 Manchester Avenue. Tickets are $10 at the door. So, come kick it with us. We going to be in there jigging.
Yep. All night.
I'm certain. I'm not for sure, but I'm almost certain we are the only podcast from East St. Louis that's nominated. So we're putting on for the city. You know what it is. And shout out to all the other podcasts that are nominated. I have the list here.
Okay.
60 Minute Shit Show, Agitate the Airwaves, Polite Coolery, Arts and Small Talk, The Gender Project, Henny Nights, Oversaturated, of course, and then Ceiling Fans. So shout out to all the other podcasts that are nominated.
Yes, sir. We'll see y'all there on February 1st.
Facts.
But what we doing?
Off the dome.
Off the dome. Well, the 2010s belong to a particular group of people, right? You can probably name a few people, and they just kind of like stand out as far as like their work and their accolades. But I think two are kind of synonymous, and people don't really look at it like that. But I'm gonna kind of paint a picture for you. They're both in the height of their field. They may not be looked at as the all-time greats, but the 2010s are undoubtedly theirs. I won't give you too many more bullet points on it. But who do you think had the better 2010s? I would say Kevin Hart or Drake.
Ooh, Kevin Hart or Drake?
They're not, they're both not musicians, but you get what I mean, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I understand what you're saying completely. Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart started out with what was the name of his first stand-up? Laugh at My Pain? Was
Grown Little Man.
Grown Little Man? Think about where he was when he did, like, the way it was shot, where it was filmed, that type of stuff, right? The end of the 2010s, he was selling out football stadiums.
Yeah.
That's, for a comedian, that's crazy. First comedian to ever get a shoe deal. Like, insane. Like, it's... I think I'm rocking with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart did more in his field than I think Drake did in the 2010s. Not to mention all the different types of movies he's been in. Buddy cop films with Ice Cube, the animated joints, the Laugh Out Loud network that he came out with. Like, Kevin Hart be working. Kevin Hart be working. I think I'm rocking with Kevin Hart.
I actually like your pick on that. I don't know honestly, I didn't know where I was going to go with it. I was going to take it down to the point that I think Kevin Hart has more scandal, so that's why I was going to go with Drake.
My, look.
I know, right? but, I mean, all those points you brought up were extremely valid. I think even with me being somewhat of an Aubrey Angel, but I think that Aubrey's thing, he's taking his music and he's made rap more global. Because, like, you've been international. You put some stamps in your passport before.
I got a couple.
You don't really hear too many rap songs over there.
No, you heard the popular
Yeah,
oh my
exactly.
God, the popular shit.
You hear the popular of the popular shit. Drake is at the top of that. And that's very hard to do.
Yeah.
That is. Like, rather it be like reggaeton Drake or, it's one of the many Drakes, but it's not trap Drake, but it's still Drake. Like,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
right, yeah.
And to get played in those spaces, I think has to account for something. However we feel, because I know I feel about him being somewhat of a culture vulture when it comes to the music that he tries to make and things like that.
Yeah, and what's interesting with Drake is the fact that he's able to cross over the way he does. Like, you could get trap Drake, but you get London Drake, you get UK Drake, but you do get the pop Drake as well. So the fact that he can reach so many different types of audiences is dope. But I think Kevin Hart can do the same thing.
Yeah, well, comedy is, I think, with comedy, I don't have any, like, rebuttal for that.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to do that. Like, this man did sell out football stadiums to tell jokes.
To tell jokes, like, that's nuts. That's insane. I really don't know any other comedian that can do that, to be honest. Like, just being honest.
No.
So that's dope as hell.
Yeah, but to the listeners, just let us know what you think on that topic. Yeah.
That's what's up. That was a good one. So I just actually switched mine up, like, on the drive here coming in because.
Damn it.
So first of all, I want to shout out to Eminem. Maybe we'll get to this later, but he just dropped a surprise album that was surprisingly not bad. So it got me to thinking. Eminem's first 3 albums. That was a good first 3 album run, I would say. So I'm going to ask you, between him and Kanye West, who had the better first 3 album run?
Of course, I'm going to say Kanye.
I knew you were going to say Kanye.
And it's not a biased thing. I just think what Kanye's albums do are more culturally significant than Eminem rappity. That's it. That's like, if you're talking about, like, Eminem being a technician of bars and words, okay, you got that. But but I'm just saying, like, those 3 first Kanye albums, that's a bet. You can't like, and of course I know the Eminem fans will be like, you hate. No, but no, I'm going off like the culture.
Yeah. Culturally sound, culturally significant.
And those are the Kanye albums like we really ain't go to.
Oh, no, facts.
Eminem albums, like, somebody might like Relapse. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, those aren't.
I'm about to say that wasn't the first 3 though.
But no, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I think just like we attach ourselves more to that Kanye than I think people attach themselves more to that version of Eminem.
Yeah. I agree. I have no rebuttal for what you said. I really don't. But personally, around the time that I actually started to actually enjoy hip hop was around Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers LP. So for me, I gotta rock with Eminem. Not saying that Kanye West's first 3 album run wasn't great. Yeah. Because Graduation came out, I was a junior in college. I was on my way to graduating. Like, that shit resonated with me on a different level. Yeah. Like, yeah, but I'm rocking with Eminem.
Marshall,
joints.
go
Yeah,
say
yeah,
Marshall,
I'm rocking with
Marshall. I don't.
Before, oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No,
go
I'm
ahead,
just
go
saying
ahead.
I don't fault you for that, but you shouldn't put him up against them. Yeah, albums. Like for me, not for me though.
Yeah.
That's the.
One thing I'm gonna work on in 2020 is tailoring my questions for you more. Like, because I just pulled that shit up. That's more like a general topic type of thing, but like I gotta tailor my shit.
Because you can split the the timeline with that.
Yeah.
But me, you know.
Yeah. All right. I knew it. Now, before we go any further, I forgot to ask you this at the top of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get your orange box from Beyonce yet?
No, I didn't get my Ivy part.
You didn't?
It doesn't come in plus sizes, man. She discriminates.
Oh, she discriminating?
Yeah, man.
I need to see you in the
Ain't
cake,
that,
bro.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's fucked up.
I was trying to get the sneakers, the whole.
Listen, I'm trying to borrow the cape. The cape fire. Wear that shit to the Slumfest Awards. All right, I'm bullshitting. All right, my bad.
Fuck you. Let me get this out. Okay.
Oh man.
But no, good off the dome, man.
Yeah.
But, like if you could pick those first 3 albums from Eminem or Kanye, which ones you going with? And who had the better 2010s? Drake or Kevin Hart?
Yeah, man.
But now we're on to some new stuff here for 2020. We have a new segment called the Pull Up. Pretty much, I am going to allow Johnny to control the the news topics that hit the OS News desk.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm just saying, we have a list of topics here. Johnny's going to decide to whether pull up or keep it moving. So we got a list of topics here. We're going to see which ones he decides to pull up on. You ready, Johnny?
Yes, sir.
Man, the first one, allegedly, Kendrick Lamar, album rumors. What you going to do, pull up or keep it moving?
I think I'm gonna keep it moving.
Okay. Now, next headline. Will Smith jealous of Tupac. Pull up or keep it moving?
No, let's pull up on that.
All right, man. All right. On the recent interview of the Breakfast Club, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence were up there doing a media run for Bad Boys 2,
Yes.
3.
Three,
Bad Boys
three,
for Life.
yeah.
And somehow the question was Charlamagne asked a question to Will Smith about Tupac and Jada Smith's relationship. And he admitted that he was self-conscious. He was jealous of Tupac. So why do you think about that? Like just their interaction. It was never a sexual relationship according to what Will Smith and Jada have put out there. But
True.
Will Smith just said that he's like, I'm the nerdy rapper from Philly. And he's Pac.
He Pac. Shit, I don't blame him. Shit, like he said, his significant other has such an infatuation with another guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Anna was just so like
Head over heels. Like,
my God, head over heels to somebody that she can actually like be around and be cool with, like you wouldn't feel some type of way, as the kids say.
Yeah, no, because I'm now.
Looking at well, you're not a nerd rapper from Philly.
Facts. I put in work, nigga. But no, then it's Tupac. Like Tupac is one of those mythical features. I mean, those mythical people that is like even like when he was alive, all the women wanted to be with him, all the men respected him. So it's kind of like
and then your girlfriend, your fiance, your
it's
wife,
like his bestie, like
has the actual access to him, and she talks about him all the time in media publications. People ask her about him all the time.
To
this day. So yeah, I'm rolling. Like I feel Will. Like I ain't.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's what I'm saying.
Next topic. Issa Rae shades the Oscars. We gonna pull up or keep it moving?
No, we gonna keep that moving.
All right. Next we have the STL and the Oscars in the same sentence. What we gonna do? Pull it up.
Oh, we pulling up on that. 100%.
Oh, okay. Oscar nominations have recently come out, and Bruce Franks Jr., aka the battle rapper Oops, has been nominated for his documentary St. Louis Superman, as well as Cassie Lemons with her direction of the hit movie Harriet. What are your thoughts?
Dope. The fact that we have these African American people who are nominated, who have projects that are nominated for Oscars. Even though I try not to put too much stock in the Oscars because they really don't recognize our people, but the fact that these bodies of work have gotten some type of recognition from, if you can say, the pinnacle of the acting community, if you will, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Now I haven't seen. Have you seen Harriet?
I don't have any desire to.
Yeah, me either. But shout out to it being nominated for an Oscar though.
Yeah.
Like I can appreciate that. I hope they win. I think we can kind of guess that maybe they won't. I don't know.
Well, I'm not, particularly sure about the actual categories that they're nominated. Well, I think Harriet may be best movie or something like that because it's not best director. That's why the Easter egg through the shade in the last topic.
Yeah.
But,
shout out to those men.
Yeah, shout out. Right, exactly. St. Louis Superman. I didn't know that this was a thing. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I didn't know he made a documentary, and I followed his career.
yeah.
So I completely missed that.
Okay,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry about that. But no, salute. Like I mean, I'm not really expecting. I don't know what to expect from this. I wish them well. I hope just the fact that they are Oscar nominated, the price went up for whatever that they do
Facts.
in the film realm from now on.
Facts.
The price went up. So salute to this king and queen for their hard work.
Yeah. Yeah, and if anybody sees Bruce Franks around St. Louis, let them know that Oversaturated looking for him.
Yeah.
We want him to come sit and talk with us.
Yeah, he always interview.
Yeah, that's
I'm
story.
sorry, I shouldn't have said that out loud, but okay, whatever.
Edit point, Chris. No.
But next topic on the pull up, we got Regina King and Netflix deal. You want to pull up and keep it moving?
I think I want to keep it moving.
All right. Last topic, we got Whitney Houston and Biggie, 2020 Hall of Fame inductees to the Rock N Roll Hall of Fame.
Now let's pull up on that.
All right, skirt. All right.
We gotta come up with something better.
Hey man,
I know,
until we get some breaks, that's gonna be the break sound.
All right, fine.
But as I said, they are headlining the Hall of Fame inductees of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2020 class. You have Whitney Houston and the Notorious B.I.G. posthumously being inducted.
Head
I studied.
You did.
What are your thoughts, man?
I don't want to say this is long overdue because when did Biggie like come out as an artist?
94, 93.
So this is about the time, right?
I don't know.
What's the
thing?
Because you have to be in music 25 years, I think.
The thing is, I don't know the actual criteria, but I'm pissed at the fact that both of them are just getting in. I'll say this. I'll let you finish your deep.
Well, I mean, okay.
Well, this is my thing. I don't really care about Biggie being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay.
I don't care about any rapper being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because it's not rock and roll.
I think that's just a general term for music.
Yeah. Well, they running out of rock people to put in, so they reaching, baby. They reaching.
Yeah, artists become eligible for induction 25 years after the release of their first record. So, I think that's about right, to be honest.
So you sitting here telling me Whitney's first album was 25 years ago?
Maybe.
No.
When was it?
Early 80s?
Okay, well, all right. Well, yeah, there you
Whitney
go.
came out, what, 83?
Okay, well.
That's what blew me, like family. Like, now, okay, I have my thing when it comes to rappers getting in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's cool that they're being recognized by the majority and the masses. But, first of all, I don't think Biggie's done enough. That's one.
I mean, yeah.
That's one. And that's no slight to him as a rapper. I think overall legacy, yeah. But if you're just talking about bodies of work.
But, I mean, it's...
Like, what's the criteria
for Biggie's legacy to continue as long as it has?
Facts,
I mean,
facts.
they gotta play something. Into it.
No, you're right.
Right,
but it's just like 2.5 albums, Sam. I'm being honest.
Okay, this is what I pulled up, and this is on Wikipedia. So take it how you
grain of salt.
Yeah. Criteria include the influence and significance of the artist's contribution to the development and perpetuation of rock and roll, which I would just interchange rock and roll with music in general.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I'm not rolling with the Whitney one, Joe.
Because it's taking too long.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I can't be mad at that.
Whitney Houston, fam.
Hey, man. Fuck that. Is Mike in? Mike got it.
He in there twice. You the MJ fanatic.
I don't pay attention to this shit. I don't know.
He in there twice for the Jackson 5 and the solo.
As he should be. So.
But Whitney Houston.
Long overdue, I guess.
They trash.
Like,
no, this is trash.
Hey, man. Listen. I wonder if this year or maybe the last few previous years they have actually had like a more diverse panel. Like, who picks these people? Because what if that's the case? What if somebody new is on the panel now to pick these individuals and like, all right,
But Whitney Houston.
Hey man,
the Biggie thing. Like, okay,
yeah.
Whitney Houston.
I'm trying to shoot him some bail, but clearly it's not working. It's not working.
Not with Whitney.
I tried to,
because it's like Whitney up there with Mike. So you telling me Whitney can't get in?
Man,
Janet not in there either. You tell.
Janet came out in the 80s, right?
Yeah, they disrespecting our black women, man. I'm telling
Maybe Janet will be in her neck. Maybe Janet will be inducted next year. I don't know.
Maybe. But this kind of leads to a great sidebar, right?
What's up?
The inductees for the Songwriters Hall of Fame came out too for 2020.
Okay.
Leading this class, we have Mariah Carey, the Neptunes, and the Isley Brothers.
Damn. That is a gap in generations. Wait, you said Mariah Carey, Isley Brothers, and the Neptunes?
Mm-hmm.
The Neptunes wrote songs? Like, as a group?
That's a good thing. I mean, well, they are considered producers, so they probably have penned songs, like curated songs, so I can see that.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just curious.
I know Pharrell definitely writes songs. So
yeah. I just didn't know, like, as a unit, like, as the Neptunes, I didn't know they were, songwriters. But that's dope.
Yeah. But the Isley Brothers don't piss you off, though?
No, I mean, it's, like, Isley Brothers, like, they 50-something years been in the game. Ron Isley still out here, contagious and shit.
I'm just saying, man, they sang the original Twist and Shout back in the 50s.
Damn.
I know, right?
Oh, over 50 years. Yeah.
Exactly. It was teenagers. It was like,
as you can see, rap is really.
I am pissed. Like, that is like, what?
Hey, man, listen.
Footsteps in the dark don't get you in the Hall of Fame. I'm tapping on the table. I'm pissed.
I keep feeling footsteps, baby, in the dark.
Okay.
In the dark.
I'm just saying, they don't get you in there?
It should have. Listen, man, we know the people that run these things don't give a fuck. We know that.
Isley Brothers.
Listen, we know that.
Goddamn, Mr. Biggs. Like, I know they fully the Isley Brothers, but goddamn, Mr. Biggs could get you.
Hey, man, listen, they don't.
I know, man.
Michael Jackson said it. They don't care about us. Real shit. They don't.
Okay.
I'm just listen. Am I excited? Am I happy that these artists are getting their recognition? Yes. Am I surprised that it's taken them so long to recognize the Isley Brothers? No. I'm not surprised by it. So I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I was trying to just fire.
No, I understand.
It's trash. They trash. The music industry is shady and need to be taken over. Shout out to HOF.
Facts. Yeah, man. Listen, again, we know the type of people that run these organizations, if you will.
And out of date.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I've had this conversation with a few people recently about just corporations in general.
Yeah.
How these corporations are still run by people that are 70 and over. The CEOs, CFOs are so old, and they have this one way of thinking of how the workforce should be.
Yep.
And people like you and me, we're in the workforce now, and we don't abide by the same shit that they did because times have changed. Technology has changed. A lot of shit has changed.
Yes.
Motherfuckers get bored at work. Like, I'm tired of sitting at my desk every day. Like, I'm sick of that. So, like, shit ain't gonna change until those people are either voted out or, they pass on. Like, it's shit not gonna change until the same shit with Congress, like the government and all that type of shit. Same shit.
I always said baby boomers had to die anyway, so
I mean,
that's what it is.
Listen, yeah. Anyway,
but we off our soapbox. But yeah,
I know, right?
That's like
whole tangent.
But that was the reason. First of all, the reason for the pull up was to prevent the tangent.
Great,
but anyway, that was the pull up. Hope you guys enjoyed that new segment from OS.
Yes, man. So yeah, that'll be a new segment going forward, man. We're trying to compartmentalize our topics. So we figured if we do segments, it'll keep us on track more.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So next we have our OS topic of the day, if you will, which is 2020 predictions.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go through politics, which we don't typically cover, but we're trying to grow, expand, and whatnot. So politics, music, and then movie/TV, if you will.
Yeah, we got all that.
So man, 2020 leap year. Election year.
Yeah.
What we thinking, man? What you think about the presidential election right now? Okay, Democratic nominee. Who do you think you want as a Democratic nominee?
I don't feel good about 85. Like Bernie, if Bernie was like 20 years younger, I would say Bernie.
Hey.
But I feel like Bernie might like.
Isn't Bernie and Trump like around the same age? And hey, man, my
Bernie been old a long time. Like I just want to
he the white Morgan Freeman.
I don't.
That's what you said.
Bernie been old a long time. Then him and Elizabeth Warren stay beefing. Like it's just funny. Like that's all I got for you. I think those are like the two front runners, but I don't have anything for you.
Listen, Elizabeth Warren. I read a headline where she said she will get rid of student loan debt on day one of her presidency. I know she's selling a dream, but I'm voting. Fuck it. I need it. I need that.
Yeah, let me put my student in forbearance right now. Then.
No, see, I wouldn't do that because what if they say it won't? You won't be affected if your shit is in forbearance. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? If I put it in forbearance for a few months and then make payments toward the end of around the election time,
and
going into the inauguration,
your shit cannot have been in forbearance in the last 12 months. Damn. See, that's what I'm like. You gotta think about this shit. That's why you got me. I got you, bro. I got you.
You gotta go get theirs. So.
I'm gonna keep it 100 though. I really believe that Trump is gonna be president again, even with all the impeachment shit that's going on right now. So he actually did get impeached. Now they're voting. They're going on trial and voting to see if he'll actually be removed from office. Mm-hmm. I don't think that'll happen, and I think he'll be president again.
Seeing that it's so close to re-election.
Amen. And he almost caused a war. Like it's nuts out here. Like it's really bad. Like it's really really bad. Like I don't. He's a man child. Like he's the president. He has all of this power, but he has the IQ of a fucking teenager. Like it's bad. It's so bad.
You think he be putting on?
What you mean?
Like playing?
Nah, I think this is really him. Like
okay.
it's bad. You ever?
I feel like you know how the troll acts. Like I just feel like he's trolling.
No, this is real.
Okay.
You ever seen The Apprentice? This shit real.
No.
He run the fucking government like The Apprentice. Like it's bad. It's not okay. It's not okay. And you should feel bad if you voted for him. Yeah, I'm sorry, Chris.
You know, you got to excuse.
I'm bullshit. I gotta stop fucking with Chris. We might end up fighting.
I gotta excuse. You gotta excuse my ignorance. I'm just like, I don't do anything.
Yeah, man. I try not to be like, I'm not heavy into politics at all. But now that it's an election year, it's like now I gotta pay attention because I need to know who the fuck to vote for.
Like to cast my vote.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, what's really happening now? Back when last year when it was 100 motherfuckers trying to run for the Democratic candidacy or whatever. Mm-hmm. No, I was not paying attention to that. I will wait until the shit is narrowed down to the select few who are serious.
You know what this sounds like? What? It sounds like watching American Idol at the beginning. Like you don't want to see all that bullshit. Wait, let me know when the real people.
When the real talent come, yeah,
the real people up there singing. I ain't got time for this.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
We had to get through the William Hungs of the world.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's nuts. But yeah. All right. So anyway, listen. This is our first stint in politics, so
don't expect nothing from me. Listen, CNN, see all them niggas got that. I ain't got Fox News. If that's your T, go get it from there.
We can't be the hood CNN. We can't.
Yeah, we can. Just don't come here for meaningful.
BNN? No, you will be CNN. Crip News
Network. my guy. But no, I was just saying, don't come here for any meaningful political analysis.
Crip News Network? That's funny as
on the game.
BNN, CNN. That's fire. That's all I really got for politics, bro. Listen. Growth. We're trying to grow.
You don't have to explain.
All right, man. All right.
The people listen.
Yeah,
they ain't checking for our political ideas for
Shit, I'm not either. No, but look.
Okay.
So now we're gonna move to music. Let me just start out by asking this: Who are you looking forward to drop? Like, who do you hope drops new music this year? Like any music genre, doesn't even matter.
Well, no, I'm automatically go with a rap. I want to see what like the big three do, and that's Cole, Kendrick, and Drake to see what they do musically, if they can sustain themselves in the new decade. Because you got to think about it. The 2010s are theirs.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Those are interchangeable depending on who you ask and who's the, undoubtedly the king, whoever you ask. So it's just like, I want to see if they can sustain success moving forward. And I think the only one that will have the biggest issue is probably Drake.
Interesting. Tell me more.
Well, he's oversaturated himself, but I think he, come on now. It's like I think people are even starting to call him on this shit like why are you rapping like a UK rapper? Like why, your albums are starting to sound the same. Like I think Drake had a prime, and then that prime is not gone now. Yeah. I think his best years were from the time he came out, which was like maybe 2009 until 2014.
Yep.
Everything from 2014, if you're talking about a solo Drake project, it's kind of
It's been okay.
Yeah, it's never pushed that envelope that's what people have grown to love Drake for, and it's kind of become very stagnant, very lazy. Yeah, in my opinion.
Interesting. With Cole, I don't think Cole dropping this year. Now, I think he mentioned the fall off was coming, but honestly, I don't think it's going to come out because he would have to like tour and all that type of stuff, and I don't think he feel like it. Like I think he kind of burnt out. Like he in 2019, he was on his Dreamville building that shit, which they actually just dropped a deluxe version of the Dreamville album. Yeah. Have you listened to it?
No,
I haven't gotten to it yet.
I'm surprised you won't even listen to it.
No, I got it downloaded. I just ain't got to it yet. Like that Eminem shit kind of took over.
Well, yeah, like I mean, if you're going off a pecking order, I would probably run the Eminem album first. And you know me, I ain't the biggest M fan,
right?
But I think even with Cole, like this would be my segue into Travis Scott. I think Travis is going to have a great year.
Interesting.
Like no solo album last year. He's still riding the success of Astroworld, so he's been able to be in the. That's how you laugh. Yeah. The only album that everybody loves that Johnny has never made.
Listen, the first few songs on that album were terrible. So, yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's look at my face. Now, that was that 2018? 2018.
One of the top tier albums of the year. You say it's terrible.
So, maybe 2020 me will be like, all right.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
I just refuse to argue with you about Travis
That's
Scott.
That's fine. We ain't got to. We don't have to.
But Travis Scott will probably have another phenomenal year as far as his contributions, especially with the Nike collabs and everything. Like, that is huge. Like, Travis Scott Nikes go huge. Travis Scott Jordans go huge. Like, those are big things. And I think he's blossoming more into a star. And then they dropped his Jack Boys compilation, which is all his artists, at the end of last year. So
that's what's up.
And then Don Toliver, which is his artist, is going to flourish.
Yeah.
Because he had a feature on Eminem's album.
He did.
And
okay.
He has a dope song with Quavo and Offset, too. So
dope.
I expect good things from Travis Scott and the Cactus Jack Boys.
Cactus Jack Boys. Speaking of Eminem, since you mentioned it, what you think about his album?
It's okay.
Like, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, you sent it to me, like, I think when it dropped, like, around midnight. I was asleep. I saw it. I rolled back over. But then I woke up. I was like, fuck is this? And so I opened it and played. I was like, oh.
It's straight.
Like,
you got a couple outdated bars on there, but
I mean, whatever. But to be honest with you, of the last 3 albums, this is definitely the best. Well, to me, this is the best. Look, you got nothing for it.
Because, I mean, I listened to it. I think it's cool. Like, I heard him say Fat Joe lean back, so I cut that shit off. And then I was like, I'll start over again.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, did he not say a lean back bar?
All right. So,
in the year of our Lord 2020?
So.
Okay, then.
All right. Anyway, to me, it sounds like Eminem is having fun on this album.
Yes, he does. It sounds like he's not trying to prove anything. And that's what I'm getting tired of Eminem trying to do.
That's what I'm saying.
Coming from a fan.
Yeah, like,
I'm a fan.
Eminem, you've been in the game 20 plus years now. You do not have to prove shit to anyone. If you want to continue to make music, fine. Because we've had multiple conversations about elder statesmen in hip-hop continuing to put out music. Cool. You are one of these people now. If you want to have fun with this music, have fun. You do not have to prove a damn thing to anyone. And that's exactly what I feel like he did on this album. He's having fun.
Yeah.
He got Black Thought and Royce on the song Ya Ya, which I think Royce produced, if I'm not mistaken.
The Bust Rhymes feature.
Yeah, like
main sample.
That song was fire. Now when it first came on, I hated the beat. The beat was trash, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to listen to it because Black Thought is on there. Black Thought's verse comes. He floated all on that. That's an early contender for verse of the year for me. That Black Thought verse on that song.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't since then. I haven't been able to stop playing it. Like it's a great song. And there's a few other songs on that album that I really really like. Like he got the joint with Ed Sheeran, even though it's like Eminem's take on like a club record. I gotta like it. Like I like it.
Yeah, it was one the one he had a song with Juice WRLD that was alright.
Yeah, right. And the fact that he had Juice WRLD, Young and May, like he has these newer acts on his album, like it's dope. Rest in peace to Juice WRLD as well. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Now let's go back to Kendrick because I know the Kendrick topic was in the pull up. Let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
Now you mentioned that Kendrick has an album it's rumored that it's supposed to drop this year and it's supposed to be rock influenced. What you think about that?
We can go two ways with this thing.
Let's go both.
It can be him just rapping with rock infused beats, or it can be Lil Wayne Rebirth.
Damn. All right. I don't know if I like either one of those.
99 Problems?
Okay, one song. An entire album of that? That sounds like some Eminem shit.
It really does.
Like,
it should be up your alley.
No, because that shit was trash. Like, what do you mean? Like, when Eminem was trying to be the Beastie Boys, that shit wasn't good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see? Exactly. And now Kendrick Lamar is, rumored to try to do that. Not saying I'm not going to listen, but...
I think Kendrick has been able to... Well, he's built up a strong currency.
True.
And I think he's been able to do the thing, like, would you say To Pimp a Butterfly is jazz influence?
Yeah, I could say
a lot of jazz in there. He can make it work. If that's what he's trying to do. I have faith in what Kendrick could do musically. I'm not hoping that he does this.
Yeah.
That's my first point. I hope that this is not it. But then again,
if this is the case and this is a rock inspired album, I hope that it's not more than 10 songs. Like it has to be a shorter album, I think.
Nah.
I mean, it's probably not going to be, but saying
Kendrick go give you 14 to 15 because he ain't coming back out to 2024.
When did Dale come out? 18? 17, 18?
17.
Shit. All right.
I know, right?
Damn, that was... That album came out the same year as Saha album? Damn, all right.
But let's kind of get back to Lil Wayne since we kind of mentioned him with the Rebirth, right? He's allegedly having an album coming out in 2020 called The Funeral.
I did hear that. Hey,
right?
Listen, the Carter 5 was a step below decent. Like, was it like trash? Was it just like okay?
It was just okay.
Okay. So, I don't know, cause it's like, is this Funeral album older music that he recorded and just like updated some verses, or is this all new music? I don't really know if I want to hear new music from Wayne.
I would think it's new because all that old shit was on Carter 5, and then I don't know if he records the same way that he used to.
Yeah. So
this may be anything post Carter 5 moving forward.
Ooh.
That definition of old, right?
Damn. I'm not excited. I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, of course I'll, listen when it drops, but it's not something I'm looking forward to.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, and I know you're probably gonna say, who are you probably expecting an album from more out of these two, J.I.D. or Royce?
Who am I more excited to listen to?
Because they're both dropping projects. Royce is supposed to drop soon.
Soon, yeah. Hopefully in February, I'm thinking. J.I.D. or Royce? I'm gonna go Royce. And I go Royce because Royce is another elder statesman in hip hop. This could be, I'm not saying it is, this could be Royce's last album. He could put this out, the shit could pop, he could go on a world tour, and he could be like, all right, I've had my success in music, now I'm done. So because of that, because that's a possibility, I know it's maybe only 5% chance.
I know. I was about
It's
to say,
still
that's some
listen.
wishful-
It's real.
that's
It's
some
a
wishful-
real. It's a real low probability.
I was about to say that's a wishful damn
Real
thinking.
low, but
they go drop Boys AM6.
man, hey, and I'm with it, goddamn. But no, I think I'm looking forward to a Royce album more. Now, I almost got deterred away from the single that he put out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn, I forgot the name of this shit already. But T.I.'s on it. I think Saha's on it. What's the name of the damn song? You see the video? It's like shot in like blue light.
I think I know what you're
Anyway, I didn't really like that song. So I'm hoping I get more of the rapping, like the rapping Royce that we saw on this M album. That's what I'm anticipating. But I'm definitely looking forward to a JID album too, because JID fire.
Okay. This is my last one in music, and then we can go wherever we go with it. Big Sean, how are you feeling for an album from him in 2020?
I mean, it's time for him to drop because it's been a minute.
Yep.
That's all I really got for you. I know it's coming. Don't know when. I hope it's good.
I'm interested to see how certain people develop and establish themselves even more, because we know what we're doing with Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. We don't know what we're doing with Sean, which is crazy. And I think even though his albums have been hit or miss for me personally, I still think that he's a force to be reckoned with. He still has a stellar discography for most of his fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like, even just his albums and the joints that he does with Janae. So it's like...
Yeah. And the fact that he has come out and talked about going to therapy and working on his mental health. Like, I'm interested to see a more mature, if you will, a more open Big Sean.
Yeah,
see what that content
I just
want
to see what happens.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure what really will. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to, it's predictions.
Yeah.
We don't know. I think whenever the Big Sean project does drop, I will be, ears, open and ready to receive it.
Yeah.
Pause. But I don't know. I felt.
Man, listen,
No, we're not. We're not retiring. Pause.
we gotta get rid of that shit.
No, we're
Like,
not.
context. We were talking. Listen, I'll rant about that another day.
I'm not. But
Anyway. All right, last question on music. You personally, not including the people we already discussed, who do you hope drops an album this year? Outside of anybody we already talked about.
Damn, I think we talked about everybody I wanted to.
Okay, somebody else. I'll give mine.
Okay.
I really, really hope Ab-Soul drops an album this year.
I think he's rumored too.
The last album he dropped came out in December 2016, if I'm not mistaken. Do Without Wilt, which I really loved. I ain't really heard nothing from him. I've only heard from him one other time, and that was on a single that Reason put out recently. Not Reason.
Was it somebody from TDU?
Yeah, it was Reason. It had to be Reason. Called Flick It Up, which is a dope song, dope single. So yeah, I'm really anticipating Ab-Soul. Like, I need some Ab-Soul music.
Okay, gotcha. Know what a time to be alive too? None of that? No? Life is good? Nothing? All right.
Really?
What?
No.
You're a Future fan. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You're a Future
Hey, you brought up Future. Like, when are women gonna stop like dating him?
Oh man, hey man, if he wanna populate the world like in the Matrix, dude was just out here copying and making bodies. Like, that's how Future makes kids. Like Anderson from the Matrix. Yeah. What's his name?
Yeah. No, not Anderson. Fucking Smith.
Yeah, Smith.
Smith
was out here doubling, tripling his body.
Fucking program.
I know exactly, right?
Future is a program. Anyway,
Exactly.
all right. Transition. All right, so we're gonna talk about music. Movies and TV predictions for 2020. Insecure season 4 coming back.
Yeah,
April.
come back. Yeah, soon.
In April. Oh, I can't wait.
Lawrence Ave Unite, baby.
We out here. We are out here. Predictions for the season. Do you even remember where we left off?
Honestly, no.
If I had, I feel so. If I
I'm
had
still stuck on the end in the season 1. I don't know where we are in the story.
look at you. Look where your mind at. Lawrence was going on a date with the chick that Issa was supposed to connect with to help her get her like.
Oh yeah, the
her
licenses and
yeah,
stuff
all
for
that type of
for
shit.
the street stuff she was doing. Yeah.
So I think that's where we are, and I cannot wait to see what happens.
Yeah, and the dude was suffering with mental health. Yeah, it's coming back to me now. The guy that Issa was dating.
Yeah.
Or was it Issa or Molly? It was Issa.
No, it was Issa. Fuck is that the guy's name? Nathan? Was his name Nathan? Yeah. Light skin. Anyway. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Insecure season 4, man.
Oh yeah. It's been a while.
It's been over 2 years.
It
didn't come out last year.
It didn't.
Yeah, man.
So it's been about,
Listen,
2 years.
We ready. And y'all know we gonna give y'all a fire recap here on Oversaturated. You know it. You know it's coming.
You know it's coming. Yes, sir.
Then this is not a 2020 thing, but Atlanta seasons 3 and 4, or I think I read somewhere that both of those seasons are set to release in 2021. So we still have to wait at least another year to get Atlanta.
God damn.
It's crazy, man. I don't know what the fuck Donald Glover on, man. Or FX, but they need to get their shit together.
Facts.
Get their own shit together. What movies you looking forward to this year, man?
Well, I haven't seen Bad Boys yet. I've been hearing nothing but positive reviews
that's on my list to go see. I
definitely
see that.
Jumping toward the end of the year, I don't have a movie, listing in front of me, but definitely Coming to America too. I want to see what they do with that.
I forgot that was coming out this year.
Come out in December.
I'm not excited. Am I going to see it 100%? But I'm not excited.
I think with Eddie's recent resurgence and just the fact that movies aren't that bad. Like the ones that they just bring back, they ain't bad. I never seen like a sequel that was just like, oh my God, y'all didn't have to
like super trash.
Like I wouldn't. Okay, my excitement is starting to like build, but I wouldn't say like, oh my God, like I'm going that night. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, definitely not.
But I'm definitely going.
You think people gonna dress up like they did for Black Panther?
Probably so. They got to keep that same energy, baby.
Facts. King Juffy.
Oh yeah, he's
with the lion and shit.
So I'm with that. Yeah.
Man, I'm so interested to see where they go with this, man. I don't know. I'm just really not that excited. So yeah, Bad Boys is definitely on my docket. Black Widow, what you think, man?
Yeah, same feeling I had for Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna front. After seeing like Taskmaster, like the villain, it got me a little excited. Like I'm not excited to see Black Widow. I'm interested to see
the storyline.
Yeah, like what they do with Taskmaster.
The thing I hate with movies, not just Black Widow in general, and the reason why it doesn't really do anything for my excitement level, same with Captain Marvel. You're jumping back into the storyline, showing me shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I hate. Nah. Let's keep this thing going, moving forward, baby. I ain't got time to be looking at a subplot to what happened to might happen to what happened to this, and then we still know the end story.
Well, so we're gonna get that in the MCU with the Eternals later on this year.
Really?
This is set after the events of Avengers Endgame. So.
Well, I like that. That's a continuation.
Yeah, that's right? What I'm saying.
Oh,
okay. I'm saying that's like, what you'll get that later on this year.
It's like sidebar. It's kind of like the current storyline with Power, right? Mm-hmm. We're going back to see what happened at certain.
But see,
it's cool.
That's. I feel like it's different with TV because first of all, it's weekly. Then it's easier to intertwine the shit.
Well, okay, fair enough. So maybe that was a bad point. I think with movies, I just think it's cheap and it's a cash grab.
Yeah, and of course, especially with Black Widow,
especially with fucking MCU.
Yeah, because they've been caught. Damn.
Dead.
But this movie's supposed to make us see her choice. It's supposed to help explain her choice in Avengers Endgame for wanting to die more.
I guess.
I know.
I guess, man. I'm more excited than to see the new James Bond film because that's all it is. It's espionage, right? It's espionage. It's a spy film.
Winter Soldier. So same shit.
Damn, I like some Winter Soldier.
See, look. Look
at that.
Look at that.
New Mutants.
Damn, that's coming out this year. That shit was supposed to have been out 2 years ago.
It was supposed to drop on like Halloween. They never did it.
Listen, I didn't see the other X-Men shit that came out last year. I probably won't go see this. I'm not gonna front.
I got you.
What about Birds of Prey, the Harley Quinn joint?
Not excited either. I like none of these. I think this. You know how last year was kind of like an eye movie. I mean, eye year for music.
Yep.
This will be an eye, like especially when you talk about comic book movies. It was like, because we got all the creme de la creme. We got them shits out the way. We starting back over, baby. What we got to do?
Yeah, they not doing none of like they're introducing new shit. So the Eternals, the new shit for this year. We're supposed to get WandaVision on Disney Plus this year.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to come out in 2021, but they pushed it up for whatever reason. I'm only excited for Birds of Prey because of Black Mask. Like I want to see what they do with the villain. Mm-hmm. Like Black Mask is a Batman villain who's like a crime lord, or mafia type shit. Gotcha. So I'm very interested to see what they do with him. The mask looks great. Like I just want to see.
I got two for you. Right.
What's up?
First one is a continuation of a long-standing movie series, Fast and Furious 9. Okay, keep it moving.
Keep that shit moving.
Right. What do you think about this Candyman remake?
Okay,
but the guy that plays Candyman was the guy that played Black Manta.
Oh, he was also. Oh shit, you still ain't watched Watchmen. He was Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen. Oh, nice. So yeah. But no, that interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm rolling with that. The Sonic movie come out this year. I know you probably give a fuck.
I'll probably go see that in 3D if I do go see it.
I'm not seeing that shit in 3D.
Shit, that's the only way you gonna get me go see it.
Right, that's fine.
Give me a cookie too. No, you don't want to incriminate yourself. Okay, fair enough.
I was lost in the I was really lost for a second, but now I understand. No, if you want to, shit, fuck yeah, I got you, bro. Holla at me. Okay, so Christopher Nolan, I think the movie Tenet.
I already know you're going. Yeah. John David Washington, man. Salute to the king.
Hey,
the king now. He coming forward, man.
Right.
Pop's about to retire.
Fam, this might be my most anticipated movie this year because seeing the trailer, like seeing shit like rewind, like in real, like that shit, that's dope.
Christopher Nolan has a real like eye for like making movies, like of course the Dark Knight stuff, Inception. I think he's done some, obviously he's done other movies, but those like are the top
yeah,
for me.
Yeah, dope, man. You mentioned New Mutants already.
Yep.
I heard this Dr. Dolittle shit was trash. I'm so happy that shit was trash. Dr. Dolittle with fucking Robert Downey.
Oh,
I'm happy it was trash. You can't replace fucking Eddie Murphy and that shit.
Well, they replaced him with Kyler Pratt. You see what happened with that? Straight to DVD, baby.
Exactly. So you can't do that shit.
Straight to DVD.
Let's see what else we got. You mentioned Coming to America. Oh, Morbius. I think that's how you pronounce it.
That's some Venom shit, right?
Yeah. So Sony still technically owns the rights to Spider-Man and all the Spider-Man universe. Mm-hmm. So Morbius is a Spider-Man villain. Sorry.
Yeah.
So they're making a movie for him, for this particular character, and people were so in the uproar because Michael Keaton made a cameo in the trailer, and as you know, Michael Keaton was the Vulture in the MCU Spider-Man. Yeah. Now, people are very excited. Oh my God, this ties to the MCU. I personally don't think that's true. I think they just threw him in the trailer just to throw motherfuckers off.
You think so?
I think so. Now, smoke screens, all that type of shit. Of course, we'll see when the movie drops, but I think this is just a standalone Sony like Spider-Man movie. Like I don't think it's going to tie to that at all.
Business is fucking up these movies.
Agreed. Agreed.
Because they're trying to get your boy a movie, the Hulk, but you don't even like him at this point.
I don't. I really don't think that version of Hulk can like carry his own movie. I really don't. Like he's a fucking sidekick. How can you make the Incredible Hulk a sidekick? Like that's stupid.
Business.
That's trash.
The business messed up that storyline. That's pretty much what's coming out now.
So fucking trash.
I know, right?
And then I don't know if you heard about this, but Disney and Pixar, the movie Soul, Jamie Foxx is playing like the lead.
Ain't playing like a bunny or some shit?
No, I don't think
Ain't this like an anime movie?
It is animated, but I don't think he's a bunny.
I'm sorry. I made him an animal. I just assumed he was an
like
animal.
what the damn, that's fucked up.
That was a rabbit or a gerbil or some shit.
It's fucked up that Disney and Pixar, they do that to our black.
Here you go. You pod now. Come on, right? Come on, baby.
Oh, I'm pod?
Put that third eye
on.
No,
that's no looking at. No, but I think I read that this is the first. Jamie Foxx is the first black lead for like a Disney Pixar film. Pixar, not just Disney type shit.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I'm not going to see it. I just I'm just saying.
I just brought it
Just
up.
threw it out there because I saw it. So yeah, I mean those really are the highlights of the movies coming out in 2020.
Yeah.
I don't think we mentioned Wonder Woman,
Ah.
but the sequel to Wonder Woman is coming out.
Ah.
I'm not even sure who the villain is in that movie. So
Ah.
yeah, it is what it is.
I don't know. Like none of them excite me.
Yeah.
I'll watch them for the sake of our conversations,
True.
but I'm not excited.
Yeah, Tenet is my biggest one. I am going to see Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah.
Of course I'm going to see Birds of Prey and Wonder and all that shit. Just
Yeah.
just
Just
because.
because. But I think Tenet is like high up there. For me.
Yeah.
Like I definitely want to see that.
Yeah,
Because
man.
it looks good.
So before we move off of this, what TV shows are you looking forward to this year?
Well, The Shy, season 3, episode. The trailer just came out for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see what they do with that because the central character, as we talked about last year,
Yeah.
got into some sexual assault, situation. I'm not sure where he's at on that, but they had to write him out the show. His storyline was so central to the show and the success of the show. I'm trying to see how they move forward and away from him.
Yeah.
So I know that's a challenge in the zone. We just talked about with Power, trying to see how that ends, and then with the Power spinoff coming in June.
Yeah, and see the title of that is Power Book 2 or Chapter 2,
Mm-hmm.
Ghost.
Yeah,
It's like I wonder if it's going to be a show centered around finding who shot Ghost.
that'd be trash.
It would be, because that means we wouldn't know who shot him at the end of this shit. But I mean, it's just the thought. Just why would they name it Ghost? Like,
Yeah.
I hope this shit ain't no prequel.
I think that's what they were shooting for, but we don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
But let me ask you this, and I think it's on the document anyway. But how do you feel about Watchmen not being renewed?
I'm a little upset by it because it was a great show. Great seat, like probably one of the best first seasons of any show like ever, honestly. Regina King did her thing. Seeing I forgot his name already, but my guy that played Dr. Manhattan, like he was great in his role, and I wanted to see where the story went. Like I wanted to see what was next, but doesn't look like that's going to happen for whatever reasons. Producer and studio was beefing, so
Gotcha.
yeah, man.
Any other shows on your like maybe the superhero docket? Anything coming out this year? You know about?
Yeah, Titans season 3 on the DC Universe app. Definitely looking forward to that. I hope Young Justice season 4 comes out this year. I haven't heard anything for it. Now that you mentioned that, so the CW just finished up their Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. So like all of the superhero shows on the CW, The Flash, Arrow, Batwoman, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, they did this really, really big crossover.
Gotcha.
Where all of the multiverse was at stake.
Gotcha.
And it actually did, like, the multiverse actually got erased, but they brought it back. Oliver Queen, who was the Green Arrow, who actually started like the whole CW universe, basically, if you will. He was the one that actually.
So he like the puppeteer. He the Stan Lee and shit.
Kind of, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is the last season of Arrow, and Arrow actually died. Oh. So, like, watching Crisis, I actually, shed a couple thug tears. So, cause man, I've been watching all this shit since the beginning. So seeing Oliver like die is like, damn. It's kind of like when Iron Man died.
You have a vested interest.
Facts. So it's dope, and just seeing how the multiverse has been rebirthed. And now, they're going to continue now. Black Lightning. Oh, Black Lightning is also a part of this shit too. So yeah, man, it's dope, man. CW did that shit. Oh, and one of the biggest fucking things that they did, Easter eggs, if you will. The Flash from the movie Justice League, Ezra Miller showed up in the TV show. Shit was I
seen you
fam
tweet about that.
That shit was great.
Okay,
like that shit was amazing.
I don't know.
CW did their thing with that shit. I ain't gonna lie. They did. They did. Good shit.
I have no I don't know. I ain't thinking like any TV shows. I just watch them as they come.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because I mean, pretty much if Power's in already in, okay, I know what that is. Then we already talked about Insecure, and then The Shy is like one of my new favorite shows, so I know that's coming. I don't really have too much.
I'm looking for
Snowfall season 4, probably toward the later summer. That's probably when they'll drop.
I'm surprised you didn't say that first.
I wasn't thinking about it. It just hit me.
I'm actually looking forward to more stand-ups, like more stand-up comedies.
Leslie Jones has one on Netflix.
Have you watched it?
It's cool.
I didn't really like it.
Oh,
I mean, it was okay, but it's like
I said cool. I didn't sell it.
it was on. Yeah, it was on. I wasn't really laughing. It was like, okay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's music and movie and politic predictions for 2020. Let us know what y'all think. What y'all looking forward to in 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that politics segment. That's
Hey,
that
man.
politics segment was trash.
Motherfuckers tried. We tried. So before we get out of here, we have one more segment.
Uh-oh.
This is a oldie but goodie.
Oh, we're bringing it back, baby.
Bringing it back. Johnny Hates Everything. Now, when we first started Oversaturated, it was brought to my attention by Ralph and Mike. Shout out to Mike and various other people that I hate a lot of shit. I didn't see it, but after listening back a few times, like, maybe I do hate pretty much everything. So, decided to turn it into a segment. It was kind of short-lived because I didn't really know the direction I wanted to go. But I'm bringing it back this year because I think I figured out how to deliver it to you guys in a better way, if you will.
Okay.
So, I have this written out. I'm just going to read it. I'll let people react to it how they want to. If Ralph want to react, that's fine. And then, the episode will be over. Okay? We ready? All right, bet. So, episode 68, Johnny Hates Everything. I hate when people ask questions for the sake of asking. I say this because your questions could bring up negative feelings toward the people that these questions are asked to. For example, a couple who is married, right? To ask them when are they going to have kids can be hurtful. Yeah. What if the guy is infertile, or what if the woman can't have kids for medical reasons, health reasons? It's never really your business to ask that anyway. If they decide to have kids, you'll know when they want you to know. True. Now, I brought this up because of my own personal reasons as of late. I'm comfortable now in saying this. I'm currently going through a divorce. Now that I'm beginning to tell people, I'm like more comfortable with telling people, I've gone through what I needed to go through. I've been getting the same question. Well, what happened? First of all, it's none of your business. If you really wanted to know, you would know. I would have told you. Luckily, in my case, there's no beef between me and the woman that I'm getting divorced to, so I'm good. But to anyone else that you may ask this to that's going through something similar, going through a divorce or going through a breakup, it could be a really rough time for them, and it could trigger some negative shit within them. You feel me? So before you actually ask anybody going through a divorce or going through a breakup what happened, ask yourself these three questions first. Is it really my place to know what happened? Why am I truly asking what happened? Because 9 times out of 10, you're just being nosy. And have you ever been married to allow yourself to truly understand what's going on between these people? So, with that, that's episode 68.
Oh, man, you was podding now.
I'm podding?
You podding
I'm
now.
podding. I take you that shit. No. Well, did you have anything?
Oh, no, I didn't. I ain't got nothing.
I'm just making sure.
We have our off-wax conversations a lot.
Yeah.
And, so, no, I'm happy you got it out there, bro.
Facts. And with that, that's episode 68.
68!
2020, baby. We out here, and we out.